So it's pizza night. Let's get going. We're gonna make 4 pizzas. We have some capers, some Peace River honey, cowboy candy, some anchovies for Glenn, some sliced mushrooms, pineapple, some pork belly I cooked crispy this afternoon, some homemade pizza sauce. We got a rosé sauce that's store-bought. I'm just gonna try it. Some pepperoni, some Italian sausage, some ham, some feta cheese, some red onions. Gonna use some Neil Syrup Dam on there because it's already in my homemade sauce. Some mozzarella. My Del Strong knife took me right through it. This is all going down in the Oven Brothers oven tonight. Stay tuned. I'm gonna slice this up. This is gonna give us 2 pizzas. Get the flour on the bottom so it's able to roll without it sticking. Toss a little bit more on there. Get some on the rolling pin. Let's get rolling. We love pizza night. Do it in our Oven Brothers oven with all our favorite toppings. We both get to pick whatever toppings we want, so you don't have to stick to someone else's perfect pizza. And if you haven't tried wood-fired pizza, you're missing out. I like to keep them rustic. They look a little bit more homemade. Some people do them perfectly round. I just find it a little more fun to not. There we go. Let's get some toppings on here. I'm going to go with a little bit of a rosé and some of my homemade. I know that I probably won't be as happy with this once I'm done, but this definitely isn't a Glenn pizza, so I wanted a Rhonda pizza. I don't like rich, thick food. This is a homemade sauce. It has basil, oregano, parsley, thyme, all fresh from the garden, our homegrown garlic. So I probably put about a half a cup total of sauce on each pizza. I do like it a little bit saucy because once it cooks, it kind of like melts in. There's no way I'm getting rid of that little air bubble over there. I'm gonna grab some cheese. I only put a little bit on the bottom. Just, it helps the toppings stick, I find. Well, if I had my way, it would be like pounds and pounds of cheese, but so that's about it. My pizza is always a ham, pineapple, feta, mushroom, and onion pizza. That is definitely my go-to. If you've been following us, you know that that's the pizza Rhonda makes. Glenn's is always very adventurous, always very different. Okay, let's get some onions on there. I love onions. Red onions on pizza are my favorite. And mushrooms, well, I definitely can't get enough mushrooms. There we go. Push it down just a little bit. I'm gonna add some more cheese. Let's pile it on there. We're planning on making 4 pizzas tonight, 1 each, then a dessert pizza, and then just an extra pizza because that's how much dough it makes. I know there's a lot of pineapple haters out there. I'm not one of them, as you can tell. And one of my favorite ingredients on my pizza is definitely feta cheese. Here's our little extra pizza that we're building. This was just because it makes 4 dough, so we thought we would make just an extra one. Simple, basic pepperoni and mushroom pizza. A little bit of cheese on there to make sure that the pepperoni and the mushrooms stick. We'll get some mushroom on there. Just a little bit. I always cut them really thin, and I grabbed the biggest ones that we had in the bag just so it covers a little bit more because they do shrink up. Now I'm gonna add my cheese, and then I'm gonna put my pepperoni on the top because you're gonna get like a better pepperoni pizza look. There we go, I think that's about it. And let's slap on some pepperoni. There we go. We'll get this done, and then we're going to start on our 3rd pizza, and then we'll do the dessert one later. And the last pizza is Glenn's pizza. Definitely different from mine. So it's so odd. I don't even really know where to start. Let's start with a little bit of cheese on the bottom so that all the toppings stick. Not everybody does this. This is just a Rhonda thing. Some hot Italian sausage. Now we're gonna add, I did some pork belly earlier, so it'd be nice and crispy for Glenn's pizza. Just gonna randomly put that all around. Then we're gonna add some capers, some Peace River Honey Cowboy Candy. If you haven't heard of those before, go check out their page. They're amazing. Spicy and delicious, but the longer you leave them, the better. Gonna add some red onion. I have some capers here, some Peace River Honey Cowboy Candy. I'm just gonna kind of spread the capers wherever. They also have the Peace River Honey Cowboy Candy honey juice in them. I'm gonna put the jalapenos on the top though, so you know where they are when you take a bite. You're not expecting them. Glenn likes anchovies. I definitely do not, so we don't get to share Glenn's pizza. Now we're gonna add the last of the cheese on top. Glenn isn't a big cheese fan, so luckily for me, I don't have to save too much for him for the top. Once I've finished adding the cowboy candy, I'm just gonna kind of drizzle it in this beautiful cowboy candy juice. And there's Glenn's pizza. And look at those, all three of them cooking at once, looking yum. Here they are, 3 beautiful minutes, and we have gorgeous wood-fired pizza in the Oven Brothers oven. And now it's time to eat, and we're gonna sit outside in front of the OBs and eat our pizza. So I am starting my dessert pizza. I'm using Bird's custard powder, some Peace River honey. So I'm slowly stirring in 2.5 cups of milk into my Peace River honey and my Bird's custard powder. And the custard is almost done, probably like another minute. Then we can get it down as our base, let it cool just for a couple minutes before I put it at our base, or it's gonna start cooking my pizza dough. There's our honey crisp apple, our nectarine, our blue cheese, and we went with cashews instead of pecans. Let's load her up. But Glenn really likes these, and I find them fun to make. To be honest, I really find them fun. It's more than just ham and pineapple pizza. You can kind of change them up, do what you like. So I do not eat blue cheese unless it's like in a dip. We went with the cashews instead of the pecans, because that's what Glenn wanted, and I had prepped everything before he got here, and then I said, would you rather cashews? And he said, yeah, so there we go. And there we have it. There is Glenn's dessert pizza. We're about to put it into the Oven Brothers oven, and then I'll drizzle some custard on the top as well. There's our dessert pizza with the Peace River honey and the Bird's custard sauce. There's blue cheese on there, apple, nectarine, cashews. And there it is. The dessert pizza is done. Let's get some custard on the top. It smells amazing. There we go. There is our custard on top of our pie. There you have it. Tons more custard and extra lots of the Peace River honey creamed